Hi, it's Lucas from Bardscraft. This week I made some floors for my Simple Tabletop Castle. Besides using these for my castle terrain, they can be used as normal tiles for your taverns.
Let's begin. If you appreciate the content, press that like to let me know, and subscribe to the channel for more. I started by cutting a thin sheet of foam for the planks. Then I took some measurements from the modular castle pieces. It seems like the foam piece is double the length of a plank. Good. Then I cut out thin strips. Intentionally and unintentionally, I made planks of different thickness. This will make the floor tiles look less even, older, and just better. For the next step, we'll be using cardstock. I eat instant oats because I'm always in a hurry. I measured and cut out pieces that fit right into the castle rooms. Yeah, that's perfect. Now I can just cut the planks into suitable length and attach them to the cardstock. By fully covering the cardstock with PVA glue, the foam planks will stick well and the floor tiles will be durable and have a bit of weight. When gluing on the planks, keep this in mind. What makes the floor tiles look better are the gaps between the planks. The large uneven gaps will add a lot of contrast once the floors are painted, and they will emphasize the fact that these floors are made from individual planks. The glue has dried. I expected the floors to warp, but they didn't. Here, learn some Finnish and Swedish. Now that the glue has dried a bit, I can trim the planks into the right length. Let's not forget the doors. To give space to the modular doors, we must cut away a bit of the cardstock and then attach the planks accordingly. I made smaller floors for the remaining rooms. Before the glue dries, you can still adjust the position of the planks. Make sure that the gaps are good, and don't worry about planks that look too long. You can just trim them off later. I realized it's easier to make space for the door by cutting away material after you have attached the planks on a complete piece. Alright, it seems to fit. Before moving on, I made floors for the rest of the rooms in my castle keep. After this video, you can go check out the rest of my castle terrain. Straightforward and easy to make. Now it's time to make some wood textures. You can carve random wavy lines with a pencil, or then use a steel wire brush. Now you just enjoy the sounds. Over the few years of crafting I have experienced, I have learned that steel wire wood textures have smaller details that also look good in close-up camera shots. Textures made with the pen have enough detail for the human eye, but when taking close-ups with the camera, the textures seem lacking. At least, this is my experience. Alright, that looks really good though. And now it's time to paint. And after that, we'll figure out a way how to fit these into the different levels of the castle keep, and how to make them stay in place. As you can see, I base coated the entire piece with black, also the bottom. Once done with the base coat, I painted with a golden brown color. I mixed a bit of yellow into the brown acrylic paint I have. I applied half coverage and did my best to avoid painting in the cracks and gaps of the planks. The brown looks a bit bright while painting, however, when the paint dries it will be significantly darker due to the black base coat. Alright, don't forget the edges, and you can leave the bottom of the piece black. After drying a bit, I added more paint to areas that I thought were too dark. Now I will let them dry completely, and then we'll make some scientific tests to see if the tiles are durable. Good, they seem to be toddler-proof. Now I'll dry brush the tiles with a tan. This is by far the simplest way of painting good-looking planks I have encountered. To make this all look better, you could add nails and then use different lengths of planks. I didn't think of this earlier, but now you know. Okay, the bottom floor is fine and it works, but when we add the next floor, we will encounter a problem. Naturally, the solution is toothpicks. Let's cut these toothpicks into shorter pieces and see what we can do. I'll just take the room and figure out the right position to stick in the toothpicks. At about this height, the floor should be able to rest on the toothpicks exactly at the level of the stone walls. Take some glue and stick in 2 sticks into 2 opposing inner walls. I then did the rest of the pieces, and I'm excited to see how it works. But first, I'll just paint the sticks with black. If you want to, you can paint some rust or metallic effects on the sticks, but for me, just black is fine. Alright, now we can start assembling the castle. I have already used these pieces in a D&D session together with the frost crystals from the last episode. You know what? I'll show you the most amazing snow terrain you can get in a shot from my last game. You'll love it. Ah, wood and stone, the perfect combination. I wanna live in a castle. Here you can see how these can work well as regular floor tiles. The large gaps between the planks are really what makes these look great. Before you see the ultimate snow terrain, tell me, did you like the castle floors? And if you're new to Bardscraft, join the party and subscribe for more terrain and miniatures. Okay, here it comes. This is literally the best piece of terrain I've ever had. A white towel. Next week on Bardscraft, searching for terrain in the depths of IKEA. Join the path of tabletop crafting. If you truly appreciate the work, go check out Bardscraft on Patreon. Support original art. In return, you get stuff you really don't need. With the support, we can do amazing things. Right now, I'm searching for better components for my shitty editing computer. I wouldn't be comfortable investing without the help of my patrons and occasional PayPal donations. I don't even play video games anymore. Thank you. Your support means more to me than you might think. I'm really grateful. I hope you enjoyed this episode. More next week. I wish you epic crafting moments. Goodbye.